a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This one taken just inside the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Pickett back to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. First and 10, here's Pickett. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. A good pickup there of 22. Well, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
A big play that time for Jacksonville. 42 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, 31 yards. And the Jags will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Pick it now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to have forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, right back to Etienne. There's some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Another tote for Etienne. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. The quick slant pump. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. He's got this to Pickens. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Lawrence will try again after the pick 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Patterson's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feed.
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. First and 10, here's Pickett. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Deontay Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are back within a score. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Back to throw. Lawrence. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And now the third down throw incomplete.
That's going to hurt them because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring him back within a point. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points. He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Lawrence flushed out right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 26 yards. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pickett now on first down. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And it's caught. Touchdown! George Pickens, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
In motion left, the tight end. Pickett will try to throw for this. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A 1-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pickett. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Pickett back to throw. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Somebody's going to do the same thing when he gets to the sidelines after this series. So close to the 1st down marker. Just tuck it and run for the 1st down. No sense trying to throw it downfield, and that one falls incomplete. Let's go.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Najee Harris from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Back to throw, Lawrence. On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. picked off by Khalil Mack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Pickett to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long, everybody.